passion for kingdom advancement. Our guest is Pastor Osrc, the assistant administrator. Born in the late 1960s in Ibadan, Oyo State, Pastor Osrc hails from Akure South local government area of Ondo State. His journey is marked by academic excellence, having obtained qualifications in accountancy and business administration from reputable institutions, including FUTA, Adekunle Ajasin University, and the National Open University of Nigeria. He served diligently in the Ondo State civil service for over 3 decades, working across several ministries, departments, and agencies, rising to the position of CEO1 and later appointed as the college registrar of the Ondo State College of Health Technology Akure before his retirement in October 2025. Spiritually, Pastor Osrc's work with God began early. He joined the Redeemed Christian Church of God in 1980, was ordained a deacon in 1998, assistant pastor in 2003, and became a full pastor in 2009. His love for worship and music found expression through several appointments, from state music director to regional and continental music leadership roles, including his service with the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Ondo State Chapter. He is happily married to Mrs. Osrc Motunrayo Joy, and their union is blessed with wonderful children.
I'm Pastor Osrc Ezekiel. I was born in the year 1969 precisely, and that's in Ibadan. Even though I am a native of Akure, but because of nature of job then, transfer had it that my parents they were in Ibadan. So that was why I was born there. I hail from Akure South local government of Ondo State, and I'm a managing of Akure proper by the grace of God. I became somebody by the grace of God. By the grace of God, when I started going on and moving on in life, to the glory of God. And I had my primary school leaving certificate in 1981 before I proceeded to, that's in the CAC primary school, St. James's CAC primary school, Akure, before I moved to secondary school. And that's St. Michael Catholic High School, Akure, here the one that is formerly called Ukere High School before they renamed to Bishop Fagu, and finally St. Michael's. So by the grace of God, I was there. I had it smoothly done, and I finished by the grace of God in 1986. In 1986, before I had my tertiary education thereafter. However, the Bible says in the world we encounter tribulations, but it said we should be cheerful that He has overcome the world. I thank God that in the midst of crises, in the midst of challenges, God saw me through. The challenges are there. I want us to understand that if you look at when I finished my secondary school in 1986, the next admission I gained was in FUTA, Federal University of Technology, Akure, and that was in 1998. So if you look at the period, it's quite far, 1986 to 19, almost 12 years. So that was the first phase of my challenges. My parents, they are averagely rich, I'll put it that way. I hardly able to make it then. So it was a very serious issue that I had to, we had moved to sell pure water, and the pure water then, they are the pure water you put inside bottle in Coke, then they will put iron on them, then they will seal it with a bubble bag, and we carry it all over. I go to Ojaba, sell here and there for us to make both ends meet. It was a very serious one. Then after that, I went into selling of quite a number of things, like get some provision from people outside, then like milk, and a number of things like soap and like that. We will sell. So if I go to school in the morning, even when we were in secondary school, we've been facing those challenges. We go, we sell all through, then come back to read. We are just managing because we are used to selling in the evening. Now, that as it may, let's come to money. Hardly do we have time to get settled before we go to. We have to set in the morning too, or go to the farm to gather some things to sell. So, well, I finished secondary school, but all this that I'm talking about, the little money, they are not enough to finance my higher institution, to finance the future bills. Now, something happened along the line. Because I was quite brilliant, we were asked, there was an opportunity for me to get this white collar job with the state government. So I got there, and I was like struggling, but then the money is not also enough. I remember a particular day when I was about to write my final papers, I had owed a lot of money. So we just like a joke, we were asked to show our clients. I didn't have. People were going inside. It's not only me. We have a lot of them outside. We never thought, these people, when we are writing final exam, there's no how they won't allow us to go in. It is a final exam. And what will come at the end of it is that they will not give us our result. They will go and look for the money and pay. When we heard, after 30 minutes, people went inside, they were writing exams, we were outside. Before we did it, 45 minutes went, 1 hour, I almost had raised BP. I was sweating. But God actually helped me out. When someone, a worker in that university was passing by and he saw me, I said, what is it? So she stood in for me. She had to stand in, but she stood in for me, and I was allowed. Even after about 1 hour, 10 minutes, I went inside. I was shaking seriously. To write anything became a very serious problem, but thank God, God helped. The supervisor came and he put his hand on my hand. He said, I should relax, that he will give me time. And to the glory of God, after I started writing, I left about 6 people in the hall. I attended Adekunle Ajasin University. That was in 2004. Actually, I finished in 2004. So that was between 1998 and 2000. I finished. Then I entered into Adekunle Ajasin. So things were getting better because I knew how to put 1 plus 2 together and run that note, and you have access to loans, cooperatives, and like that. So I was also using that, and at the same time I had to plan for, when the man is getting older, we plan for marriage. A lot of people be asking me, and at that level I was very close to 30. People was, get married now, this thing and then I said, there's no marriage that is my concern now. So, by the grace of God, I struggled and struggled. In fact, there were times that I go to Sunday. If you see my stature, I appear like a body, they call it. But I have never, when things are becoming hard, there's nothing you know what to do. So I carry plank. So there's something to my eyes. Oh my God. My friend, a colleague of mine that we went there together to do this job, he's used to it. And he was doing it. Because I said, his name is Shegun. I said, Shegun, before we will carry 5 together, carry 4 together, but 1 or 2 like this, my neck will be giving me. So, and we have a mandate, we are to move a particular subject to another location. There were hectic periods. But I thank God that we were able to overcome the hurdles. I see them as hurdles of life. The things were not like too racy, but and I remember today, I give glory to God. That is just an aspect of the challenge that I had in those days. Let me move to my official assignment as a civil servant. By His grace, I am an average student. I know when it comes to academics, I am not behind. I strive to be in the front, and God has always helped me. In my office, because that was when I got my degree, my first degree. It was I don't know when to change. I don't know when to be this. You have to change your cadre like that, because I was taking him as PA3 then. So I used through that run to a particular level, and my boss, they said, this guy, you are doing now, you should do this thing. I did, and I passed. But one of them again came and told me, said, if you are going to change your career, that means you have to, the salary you pay to, you have to do that. You have to continue now, but it is better you continue. That it is good. Well, I continued. Well, later did I know that, well, if I had changed, well, I believe it is destiny. And I want to say I'm fulfilled. I will see it as a challenge in one area, and I will see that also it is not, I won't see it as a challenge, because I became fulfilled even at the end of my civil service career. So it was like that. Then in my official assignment during this period, I will see something as a very serious challenge. And what am I talking about? Because of my versatility, I'm always giving more than my colleagues will have. What am I saying? When it is time to give us schedule, if we have 20 schedule on ground and we have about maybe 5 of my colleagues, the same rank, instead of giving it out, if it is 5, and then there should be 4. When they will give me like 12 as a person, they will just give all other ones 2, 1, and like that. I will become 12. And the 12 used to be burden. It used to be burdensome. There was a time when myself, single person, when I work in 5 departments, I almost died. Oh God, no. As they are driving me there, they are driving me there. As they are driving here, they are driving me there. It was a serious one. I almost, but I thank God that God will always be there for me. He saw me through, and by the grace of God, later in life, I knew that it builds me very well. So I was built in a very serious and a very hectic environment. That's that. Then by His grace, as I am doing these things, I am also into this pastorate ministry. I'm a pastor, and you know it. I have people under me because I attended the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I want to say this. I had a serious challenge financially when my children, when they were growing up and into an institution. It wasn't a joke. At a time, as a pastor, you have it. I had to call my brother. I said, in one of the state universities, I don't know if I should mention the name, the bill was so much. I said, you come now, we have to withdraw you from that school because I won't be able to cope. I cannot cope again. You know? Each time I get my salary, I don't touch my salary again. Put this one in there. And as she's resuming this thing, put everything down. I think I cannot do this thing again. I voiced it out. But God said, well, all you men of little faith, God helped me. That was when I was given a posting to work with Mr. Governor, the late Aketi, the former governor. And by the grace of God, when you work in that capacity, you know what it is. God puts smiles on my face, and things changed. That's that. Then, in the area of a church, you know, when you're a pastor, we have a lot of people coming around you. That we need this one, we need that one. God actually helped too. I could devise means. Okay, at a particular time, you come and do this one. You come and do that one. I give them money to start with little business. So, and that will relieve me of a constant demand from the church members. God actually helped in that area. And so on and so forth. And so on and so forth. I lived as a tenant till 2009. Till 2009. And you know what it is? When they know you are a civil servant, they don't want to understand. It is every year they will be increasing their bills. Every year. Yeah. I came in as a tenant paying how much? I think it was 48,000. Before we meet, 60,000. The difference between 40,000 and 60,000 is a lot then. So, you know what you wake in the night to wake up. How do you do this thing? Very soon the landlord will come in. And how do you... These are the things. But just thank God that there are stories today by the grace of God. I thank God because two things kept me going when I faced the challenges. Number one is my upbringing. We were brought up by our parents that are actually, they are disciplined. I call them disciplinarians. We dare not take a pain that does not belong to you. So, and that is the contentment. I have contentment, and I know that things will be all right, because my parents will not support you stealing or doing other lots of shitty things. Instead, they will tell you, please know the son of whom you are. That has always been their message. And thank God for the type of wife that I'm married. He has a word of consolation, a statement of consolation. She will always tell me, said, God has not forgotten us. That has always been a message, and it kept me going, honestly. This was from my parents and my spouse. They are two very meaningful and wonderful words. That you should know the son of whom you are, and God has not forgotten us. Then, even me, I know it, because I'm a child of God. I'm a pastor, and I wouldn't want my name soiled. So, I'm determined that one day things will be okay if I don't, because the Bible says, I used to remember his promises that he will live and I will not die, but declare the glory of God. So, I believe that so much that things will be okay. Even when things are quite very down, I kept moving because I know that my tomorrow will be alright. That is just what I conceived, and it kept me going. My testimony is that God is alive. He doesn't leave his own, and I am fulfilled by the grace of God. First is that the Bible says, Matthew 13:8, he said, Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. The Lord that did it for the people, our patriarchs, that God wouldn't disappoint them. It's still available. It's still the same God. And I want them to know, to please have it at the back of their mind, that stealing or manipulating destiny will not help. They should be focused. They should believe in God. They should work hard. They should strive and know that God is always there for them.
Wow, I believe you have gained one or two lessons from the life of our testifier today. Before I go, let me leave you with this thought. Keep celebrating others while you wait. Your own turn to testify will surely come. Join us next week, God willing, for another inspiring edition of Testimony Time on Osrc Television. Until then, Adenike Olaita is my name. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.